Hey there, cutie. So I was just thinking about you. I cannot wait until homecoming. I'm so excited.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated heartthrobs from 2000s movies.
Should I go?
No.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most overlooked male big screen characters from the noughties. Spoiler warning, you might find out who ends up with who. Who was your 2000s movie crush? We won't tell anyone if you whisper them to us in the comments below. Number 10. Prince Charmant, Ella Enchanted. Hugh Dancy played the hero in a few underrated movies during the noughties, from the Jane Austen book club to Confessions of a Shopaholic, but he's at his most charming in this playful fairy tale inspired rom-com.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh?
I have many.
Oh.
I'm kidding. You shouldn't believe everything you read in Medieval Teen.
Prince Shah is heir to the kingdom, but hasn't fully embraced his responsibilities. When he meets the passionate Ella, played by Anne Hathaway, she makes him want to be a better man.
You're the first maiden I've met who hasn't swooned at the sight of me.
Then maybe I've done you some good.
He might be a spoiled prince, but he doesn't take himself too seriously, and he's willing to learn from the girl he loves. He's fun too, always ready to take on the next adventure.
Saved my life.
Then we're even.
Number 9. Kevin O'Donnell, Coyote Ugly. Coyote Ugly was a favourite with 2000s teens, but not all of us were watching The Bartenders. When aspiring songwriter Violet first meets Kevin, she's under the impression that he's a local bar owner who can help her promote her music. Turns out he's just a drifter, but he still does what he can to help her achieve her dreams.
Why won't you give up on this?
Because I've been giving up on people my entire life and it's a nasty little habit. So you're going to sing at the club, or I'll...
Or you'll what?
Coaching Violet through her stage fright and pushing her to step out of her comfort zone, Kevin doesn't always get it right, but his heart's in the right place. And with that accent and those abs, we'd forgive him almost anything.
Well, have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. I panicked, I didn't know what else to say.
Number 8. Alex Browning, Final Destination.
I told you I was a good dancer.
Can I keep you?
It only took 5 minutes for 90s kids to fall in love with Casper in his human form, so a whole movie featuring Devon Sawa was a dream come true. In the first installment of the Final Destination franchise, he plays Alex Browning, whose timely premonition saves a handful of his classmates from a plane crash. But death doesn't like to be cheated, and it comes for each of them in turn.
And we will die. Now, not later. Unless we find the patterns and cheat it again.
Alex begins the movie as a dorky every guy, but as the story progresses, he turns from a frightened teenager into a bit of a hero. Sawa showcases his acting range and makes us believe in Alex's journey. Here's hoping he returns for the upcoming 6th film, should it be a reboot.
I am not gonna let it beat us both. You know what to do. I'll always be with you.
Number 7. War and Peace, Sky High. In a school for teens with superhero powers, the villain's kids will naturally be viewed with suspicion.
Sorry that my dad put your dad in jail, but...
Nobody talks about my father.
But that doesn't explain why the creators of Sky High ignored the all too obvious chemistry between Layla and War and Peace. She was the overlooked best friend, pining after the protagonist. He was the bad boy from the wrong side of the tracks, but Warren understood her better than Will ever did.
To let true love remain unspoken is the quickest route to a heavy heart.
Wow. That is really deep.
Yeah. And your lucky numbers are.
He looks after Layla when Will stands her up and even agrees to be her fake date to homecoming. But romance is not in his arc.
So, you're not doing this just because you like me or anything. You're doing this to get the stronghold.
Yeah.
And I'm in.
The hero gets the girl, and Warren gets to be Will's new best friend instead. Number 6. Ethan, Something Borrowed. Lesson 1 to learn from Something Borrowed: if you want moviegoers to invest in a ship, don't cast John Krasinski as the loser in your love triangle, or in this case, love square.
Oh wow, we're sharing secrets now. Yeah, I didn't know we were at that part of the day, but I am definitely in.
Krasinski plays Ethan, who loves Rachel, who loves Dex, who is her best friend's fiance. You can't help who you fall for. But Dex is a cheat and a liar, and Ethan is funny, charming, and sweet. When he lets Rachel know that she's his first choice, it's difficult not to root for them.
Wow, that sounded crazy. Wow, and that's probably what all this is. I mean, it's probably just crazy. It's not love. Even though it kind of feels like it is.
It's one of those movies where you just can't shake the sense that she ended up with the wrong guy.
Well, I don't exactly see you living your happily ever after.
Maybe you're right, but at least I try. At least I take chances.
Number 5, Max Campion / Johnny Martin, Penelope.
This someone, she meant a lot to you?
Yes.
An American accented James McAvoy cuts a dashing figure in this underrated fantasy rom-com from 2006. Posing as a blue-blooded Max Campion, he steals Penelope's heart, and ours, as he attempts to bring her out of her shell and into the real world.
Penelope, come on. Eh? Come on, you gotta get out of there sometime. Right? What are you waiting for?
He may not have the power to break the curse, but he's got plenty of other attributes. With his soulful eyes and typically 2000s hair, he plays the piano and can jump a gate and make it look easy. Plus, he loves our heroine just the way she is.
So there we were. And we lived happily ever after. Well, happily ever after so far, at least.
Number 4, Costas Dounas, The Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants. Based on the book by Anne Bracheris, The Sisterhood of Travelling Pants follows 4 best friends during a long summer apart. Lena's storyline takes her to Greece, where she falls for local guy Costas.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Greek very well.
We'll have to work on that, won't we?
Lena is shy of meeting new people, but Costas is kind and straightforward, and she soon becomes comfortable with him. He pays no attention to the petty feud between their families and encourages Lena to let go of her inhibitions and have fun.
So what's the truth?
Truth is, that it's a beautiful day, and why should the rest of it matter?
There are bigger themes than holiday romance at play in this movie, but Michael Radi's Costas isn't easily forgotten.
And what do you see?
Everything.
Number 3, Matt Flanhaff, 13 Going on 30. Matt begins 13 Going on 30 as the nerdy best friend to Jenna, the teenaged heroine. But by the time she finds herself 30, flirty and thriving, he has morphed into peak Mark Ruffalo.
Matt,
Yeah.
you're tall. You're different.
Yeah.
In the intervening years, Jenna's quest for popularity and perfection made her lose sight of what was important. But Matt stayed kind, and he never stopped loving her.
You wanna know a secret?
Yeah.
You're the sweetest guy I've ever known.
Matt's quiet happiness when reconnecting with Jenna and his hurt at the way he's been treated in the past are acted with a touching sensitivity. His final goodbye and declaration of love is heartbreaking.
Jedi, I've always loved you.
Matt doesn't need to play the nice guy card because his actions speak louder. We know he's one of the good ones. Number 2, Travis Brody, Hannah Montana the movie. When a TV character gets their own entire movie, it's unlikely that their big screen love interest is going to be endgame. When the protagonist goes back to their episodic world, they'll need to be able to move on to the next person. That's bad luck for Miley Stewart, because Travis was pretty much perfect.
I can't help but smile when I'm around her. I think about her all the time.
You should go ask her out.
In the Hannah Montana movie, Miley returns to her hometown to reconnect with her roots and take a break from Hannah for a while. There, she reunites with Lucas Till's Travis Brody, who knew her when they were kids.
Me and you went up to your Uncle Earl's farm and swam and got poison oak all over her.
I remember. You okay? I also remember you hanging me head first down a well.
Yeah. I guess I had a pretty big crush on you back then.
With his southern manners and laid-back charm, he helps her keep her feet on the ground. And he was gorgeous, wasn't he?
So not over it.
Right on!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Derek Reynolds, Save the Last Dance. The Noughties had its fair share of dance movie heroes, but Derek, star of Save the Last Dance, doesn't get the kudos he deserved.
You gotta break it down a little bit better for me, Sarah, because I don't get it. When is it okay for us to be together?
Portrayed by Sean Patrick Thomas, Derek falls for Julia Stiles' new girl, Sarah, when she moves into the neighborhood. He's been accepted into medical school and helps support his sister and her son, but he still finds time to discover Sarah's hopes and dreams and encourage her to realize them.
Do you want Juilliard?
Yes.
Then it's on you. You are the one that's gonna have to make it happen.
They face some opposition as a mixed-race couple, but Derek has no time for other people's prejudices. Theirs is a simple but hopeful love story, and the actors have great chemistry.
Forget him. Ain't nobody watching you but me. Alright?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.